Hello everyone, this is Ashish Sani from Innovate Yourself. Welcome back to my channel. Once again, I am back with another session on Rasa Chatbot. And in today's session, you are going to learn that how you can integrate Heroku to Rasa Chatbot. Or let's say this time, we will create a Rasa Chatbot. We will push that Rasa Chatbot which we will create onto the local server and that will be created completely inside a Docker container. And finally, we are going to push that Docker container onto the server, and that server will be the Heroku server where you can directly push it and it will create an API for you. And after that, when you have that, you can directly connect that API to any of your local script or any script which you are already having it on the server, right? So this is all that we are going to learn, and let's get started and let's see how you can do that. Now let's understand how you can integrate Heroku to the Rasa server. So for that, what exactly we have to do is, first let's create a new directory on wherever you want to create it onto your system, right? So I'm creating it here. Let's say Heroku integration, press enter, and just go into this directory. And after that, now what we have to do is, firstly you have to set up, or let's say you have to create your very basic project, and that can be an initial project for Rasa Chatbot, and that can be any project which you already have with you, so that doesn't matter. Now just open the terminal, and we are opening the terminal for the same directory, right? So let me just magnify it, right? So I'm in here. So right now, as you can see in here, I don't have any chatbot with me, so that's why you can see it's completely empty. So let's do one thing, let's create the initial Rasa project, and you know how to do it, right? Rasa init hyphen no hyphen prompt, right? And this we have already seen in the previous sessions, so I think you are already aware about this part. So just press enter. Alright, so you can see the initial project is ready. Now when you will see on the current directory, you have all the files and directories onto your system, right? So this is all I'm having right now, which means I have set up the initial project. And after that, what you have to do is you have to create a Docker file, because based on that only we are going to shift it to the Docker container. And once you will have your complete project inside the Docker container, we will push it onto the Heroku server, so that instead of working locally, we can directly connect to the server and we can talk to the chatbot. So this is how we are going to do. So for that, just type nano docker file, press enter, and in here you have to write some commands. And what are those commands? Let me just add it first. Alright, so you can see these are the commands which I have to mention in here, right? So from Ubuntu 18.04, which means this is the Docker image which you have to pull over here. If in case this image is already present on your local system, then it's okay, otherwise it will pull it for your local system. So this is how it is going to work. And after that, this is entry point, and this is run apt get install update everything. So this is all that we are going to do. And basically this one is for installing Rasa for the Docker container, which means we are setting up everything inside a Docker container. And right now the version which I am using is 1.10.8. so this is the one which I am doing, and based on which what will happen is it will install all the dependencies, all the packages inside the Docker container, and we don't need any separate environment for this, right? So that is how we are going to work, and accordingly it is just copying all the things, all the files and everything which we require. And at the end you can see cmd something like start underscore services. So this is the one which we are adding in here. So this is the most important file which will be used to run your complete application. So this is all about it. Now I have added this code. Now just save it. After that, now you have to create another file, and that another file is start underscore services. This is the same file which we mentioned inside the Docker file, right? .sh, press enter, and in here you have to copy the code. So this is the code which I have to copy over here, right? So I have added. This means what it will do is it will run your start services.sh, and based on that it will set up a complete environment for you inside a Docker container. So this is all that we are going to do. Now just save this also. And when you're done with this part, after that what you have to do is you have to create a Git repo, so that based on that Git we will be able to connect your current repository to the Heroku server, and accordingly your Heroku server will be deployed, right? So this is how we are going to do. For that, first just initialize the Git repo. Now just type git add dot, it will add all the files to that, and just commit it. This is just a message, so you can add anything, right? So you can see it has committed all the files which were present on your current directory, right? So this is what I have done. And when you're done with this part, now what you have to do is you have to log in to your Heroku server. So for that you need to type Heroku login, press enter. So as you can see in here, I don't have Heroku installed on my system. So in that case, what I have to do is I have to install it. For that, just run this command sudo snap install this, press enter. Just enter the password for your system. Okay, so it is already installed on my system, that's why it is not working directly, right? But if in case in your system it is not installed and you have to install it, then just run this command, it will install it for you, right? So this is all about that. And after that, now just type this command, because this time what happened is like my Heroku is installed with snap and this is inside this snap, so that's why I'm working as per that. Just press enter. So you can see, press any key to open up the browser to log in, which means for the first time you need to log in to the Heroku account, so that accordingly it can link your repository to the server. Now press any key. Let's say I pressed enter. So here you can see it is asking you to log in to the Heroku client. Just click on login. So in my case I have already logged in before, so that's why it is directly logging me in. But in your case it can ask you to sign up or sign in, whatever it is. So it is going to ask you in that case. So after that, when you're done with that, it will take you inside and it will log you in. So like I am logged in. Now go back. So you can see I am logged in here and I'm logged in as this is my ID. So this is what I'm doing. And after that, just create a repository onto your Heroku account. So for that, just type this command. This is the path for your Heroku. Create space name. Right now, as you can see, I have written the name as Ashish Seni. Let's do one thing. Let's write a different name, because I already have one repository with the same name, so it will not work in that case. So let's say innovate yourself. So this is the one which I am mentioning on over here, right? So innovate yourself is the name for my repository. Now press enter. So you can see it is creating innovate yourself. So it is creating a repository for you. And one more thing, like here you can see it didn't created one repository for me, just because there are conditions that you should follow, and that is like name must start with letter, end with a letter or a digit, and can only contain lowercase. But in my case you can see I have written the uppercase values as well, so that's why I didn't took the name. So let me just change it, innovate yourself. Now press enter. So you have to follow this process, then only you can create the name. Now can you see it has created a repository for me and with the name innovate yourself. So this is the paths to my directory, right? So this is how I can do it, right? And after that you have to type the next command, Heroku container colon login. So you have to log in with respect to the container. Now press enter. Okay, try it again. Sometime it doesn't respond immediately, that's okay. Just try it again. Can you see login succeeded, right? So I am logged in with respect to the container. So this is how I am doing right now. Now once you're done with this part, what exactly you have to do is you have to just push your current repository to the repository which you just created onto the Heroku app. So this is what we have done. So for that you have to type the next command, and the next command is Heroku container :push space web. So what it will do is it will just push the complete repository onto this repository which you just created. So this is what exactly we are going to do, and the path for that is this. Can you see? innovateyourself.herokuapp.com. right now press enter. Now it is going to take some time, just because it is going to work completely as per this, as per the Docker file, as per the start_services.h. In that case it is going to take much time. So if it is the first time for you, then it is definitely gonna consume lot more time depending on your speed, internet speed I mean. So just wait for it to finish. Alright, so you can see my container has been pushed successfully to the directory which I just created on the Heroku app. So this is how I am done with this, but in your case it may take more time depending on the internet speed, just because I have already worked on Heroku and I already have some container which I have pushed already. So that's why it didn't took much time, but in your case it can take much time. So that's why we are working in this way. Now finally you have to write the last command, and that last command is snap/bin/Heroku container :release web. So what it will do is it will just release it. Now press enter, and it will finally make your repository and your API which you just created live. So this will be working live. So you can see releasing images web to innovate yourself are done. So this is how we have done this. Now as you have seen before on the top, when you just created for this, this is the one API based on which what you are going to do now, you're going to send a post request. You're going to send a post request, and based on that, just because you have a chatbot live over there, so it is going to reply you as per that. So this is how we are going to work for that. So let me just show you how to do that further. Now do one thing, just create a new file. Let's say I'm creating a Python script. Alright, so you have to write this command, right? And in here you have to replace this part with something else, and that something else is, so this is how I have created a script. And now you can see in here in the script what I am doing is I am just sending a post request. So you can see request.post. This is the URL, and the URL is this which I just mentioned over here, and I'm sending a post request with a message and a sender ID. So the message is this and the sender ID is this. You can change the sender ID, that's okay, that doesn't matter, but it's like identification who is sending this. Let's say I'm sending this Ashish. So this is how I'm working on it, and based on that, when I'm going to run this script, what will happen is it will give you the result. It will return you some output based on the request that you sent to this API. Now just save it and you can run it now. Alright, so now press enter. Can you see? Your chatbot is working fine, and this time your chatbot is live. Your chatbot is live onto this server which we just created, onto this Heroku app. With respect to this, now you can talk to your bot with respect to the API which we just created, and accordingly you can make a bot which can work according to the chatbot that you just created, right? So this is all that we can do. And I hope now you have got the understanding like how you can work with Heroku app and how you can further connect your chatbot to it. But still, if you are facing any difficulties in understanding and setting up the Heroku app, then feel free to leave a comment below in the comment section. And if you have liked this video, then do click on the like button, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, then do click on the subscribe button so that you do not miss any videos from my channel. Till then, bye bye and happy learning.